हेलो आर्लॉक्स। वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। कैसे हो? बढ़िया, चलो बढ़िया है। आज मेरा ऐसा प्लान नहीं था स्ट्रीम करने का। मैं सोचा था रेस्ट लूँगा था इस वीक, बट ठीक है, मैं स्टार्ट कर दिया स्ट्रीम। देखते क्या करेंगे। चुप चुप के मूवी देख रहा हूँ। अच्छा, चुप चुप के मूवी देख रहे हो? कौन सी मूवी देख रहे हो? पता नहीं मेरा इंटरनेट को क्या हो गया, वेबसाइट्स लोड ही नहीं हो रहे। पूछ रेस कर सकते हैं। नाम ही है, अच्छा चुप चुप के। अच्छा, मुझे लगा तुम चुप चुप के मूवी देख रहे हो। बट चुप चुप के मूवी का नाइस। मेरा फ़ोन में नेटफ्लिक्स नहीं है। मेरे पास तो नेटफ्लिक्स ही नहीं है। तुम्हें टाइम मिल जाता है ये सब देखने का? अरे मुझे टाइम नहीं मिलता है, तो इसलिए मैं ये सब लेके नहीं रखता। देखता तो हूँ नहीं मैं, इसलिए। हाँ हाँ, स्कूल टाइम में। अच्छा हाँ ना, मैं भूल ही जाता हूँ। हेलो एवरीवन। तो पता नहीं, मेरा नोशन नहीं ओपन हो रहा है, तो मोबाइल से उसको एडिट कर देता हूँ। हाँ, आज हम यही करते हैं। ये करना है मुझे, एक वीडियो देखना है यूट्यूब पे। वो ये भी अभी तक लोड नहीं हुआ है क्या? हम्म, इनका।
Hi everyone, we are talking about system design and why.
दिस वन एक्चुअली किधर गया ये वाला? चलो तुम भी सीख लो, पोस्टग्रेस सीखते आज, ठीक है। इसके बाद मेरा नेक्स्ट आइडिया वेबसाइट बिल्डर बनाने का। एआई वाला नहीं, वर्डप्रेस जैसा। मैंने 4 to 6 छुट्टी लिया। आज 7th है। नाइस, थैंक यू। 7th है तो रीड पोस्टग्रेस देन यस। चलो ठीक है। और ये दोनों होने के बाद मैं थोड़ा ब्रेक लूँगा प्रोजेक्ट से। फिर अपन विंडोज़ एप्लीकेशन जब सब पे ध्यान देंगे, सी प्लस प्लस ये सब पे। मन से ब्रेक ले लूँगा फिर तब मैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। हम्म so Postgres, so we'll start with what is Postgres. In this tutorial we will learn about Postgres application. What is Postgres? Let's start with a simple question. What is Postgres? Postgres is an advanced enterprise class and open source relation database. Postgres supports both SQL relation, JSON non relation querying. ये मैं वैसे पढ़ रहा हूँ इंडीड क्लोन के लिए। उसमें मैंने मोंगो डीबी को डम कर दिया, इसको यूज़ करेंगे। Postgres SQL is a highly scalable database backed by more than 20 years of development. The open source community used as a primary database from many web applications as well as mobile and personal community progress. Postgres has ये क्या है? Okay. History, we are not interested. Language, proof, we highlight. So now we'll start with select. So this is simple. Select dash star from dash, dash from dash. I should do the study. You will learn how to. One of the most common tasks when you work with the database is to retrieve data from table and using the select statement. The select statement is one of the most complex statements in PostgreSQL. It has many clauses that you can use to inform a flexible query. Due to its complexity, we will break it down into many shorter and easy to understand. मैं इसलिए पढ़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि इसमें फ्लो होता है कि क्वेरी लेफ्ट से राइट जाता है या राइट से लेफ्ट एग्जीक्यूट होता है उसके लिए. The select statement has the following clause: select distinct rows using distinct operator. Okay. Distinct. Okay. Select rows order by similar to MySQL. Then we have a group by to group limit. Select a subset of table using fetch. Limit or fetch is new here. In MySQL we only have limit, I guess. And filter group using having clause. Yep, we can do filter. Join inner left full. Okay, so it has full outer join, also cross join, also perform set of union, intercept and accept. You are going to focus on the select and from clause. Postgres selects statement syntax. In this syntax, first specify a select list that can be a column or a list of columns. List of columns in a table from which you want to retrieve data. If you specify a list of columns, you need to place a comma. Okay, space between two columns. Separate them. If you want to select data from all the columns of the table, you can use a asterisk shorthand instead of. Okay, second, provide the name. Okay, now we have the from clause is option. If you are not querying data from any table, you can omit from clause. Okay. Suppose I evaluate the from clause before the select clause is select. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Postgres SQL evaluates the from clause before the select clause in the statement. So it will get all the table, then it will rectify it or fetch only required ones. Note that the SQL keyword are case sensitive. It means the select is equivalent to Postgres SQL examples. I have put some examples using select is the user. So this is to change the DB. We'll also start making notes here. Okay, the third, execute the query. Oh, we can do this also. First name or concatenation operator. Coming in 10 minutes. आ जाओ आराम से. हेलो प्रथमेश. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. हाय. अरे मैं सिखाता नहीं हूँ. मैं सीख रहा हूँ. मैं PL SQL ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, मतलब स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ अपना नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट के लिए, पर्सनल प्रोजेक्ट के लिए. तो उसमें मैंने सोचा था कि मोंगो यूज़ करूँगा, बट उसमें रिलेशंस का इशू हो रहा था, मतलब मैं टेस्ट कर रहा था तब. तो इसलिए मैं PL SQL पे शिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ. तो उसके लिए मैं थोड़ा उसको एक्सप्लोर कर रहा हूँ कि कैसे होता है. नहीं नहीं नहीं, पर्सनल प्रोजेक्ट. पर्सनल प्रोजेक्ट में ये बना रहा हूँ, इंडीड क्लोन. ये जो ये है ना, जॉब वाला, ये इसके लिए. अरे हम्म. ध्यान नहीं बंदे बंदे का। कौन सा ध्यान नहीं? अरे तो अभी तक ऑफिस पे ही है। अच्छा घर पे, ओ नाइस। लगे रहो प्रथमेश भाई। इतना लेट बाबा। कोई नहीं, ध्यान रख, टेक केयर। इंग्लिश भाई, थैंक यू। कल मिलते हैं। भाई। So we have from, where, then select, order by. Okay, the select will have filtered items, and that will be filtered by where. Then from that filtered data, we'll get whatever we require, like as such name or first name. Then based on that columns, you can um, order by. We can use order by if you use column license. Because we have okay, so this are my SQL stuff only. Limit is also same, it will come after order by actually. Okay, so from this we can get the portion of data. It's a fetch first row only. Fetch first one row only. Because we can. So what is the difference actually? The fetch clause is functionally equivalent to clause if you plan to make the application compatible with other databases system. Okay. So here we have fetch. So fetch what will be? Okay, so we can define an offset and offset also. So that would be fetch last. Then we have a row count, then a row or rows, then only. So that will be fetch first 5 rows only, like this. So it is similar to our SQL, only between is null also joins. Run by coming. Hello, strange chess. Welcome to the stream. Yep, I remember strange chess. You are one of my first viewers. Yep, I remember you. Mhm. हाँ, that I will implement. वो part 2 हो जाएगा. Uh, uh, just started my first official project for school. First, I'm going to show it to my teacher. Yep. All the best for your project, buddy. Then I will upload in Instagram.
You will achieve whatever you want in your life. Don't be
He
afraid.
will definitely.
He will.
Then I will.
Everyone will achieve everything in their life. Everyone should achieve everything.
Mm, mm. Then I will upload it. Yep. You should showcase your project. You should also post that on LinkedIn. अरे पता है इसका फिर से स्टार्ट हुआ ओपन सोर्स का सीन. ओपन सोर्स का एक्सप्रेस जेएस का. हाँ, गुड बाय अभिषेक भाई. आज नींद बहुत आ रही है तो भाई को हाय बोलकर सोने जाता. अच्छा, आरलॉक से. गुड बाय आरलॉक्स. चुप चुप के मत देखना. इस पे तुम स्टार्ट कर सकते हो रन भाई इसका. अब प्रोग्रेस करना है इस पे. मतलब पार्ट 2 कलर्स का. बैकवर्ड फॉरवर्ड ऐसा कुछ. बाय बाय.
और क्या हाल चाल है बस. और क्या बस यही नाम था. चलो अगला किसी पे. क्या चल रहा है भाई आजकल. These people so funny.
So we have this escape characters also. Nice. Use the like operator to match data by patterns. Not like operator. Wildcard. Okay, so we have percentage wildcard. F underscore wildcard to match single character. Cape. I like operator to match case sensitive. Yep. Is null. now we are at joins. In this tutorial, we will learn about various kinds of Postgres joins, including inner join, left join, right join, and full join. Yep. From basket, inner join basket B, food basket B. So inner join is common one. क्या रोहन भाई? चालू है, बोलो। हम्म। अच्छा। ओके। हम्म। सब ब्लर दे दिया ना तुमने? देखो, सोचो थोड़ा। मेरा माइंड थोड़ा कहीं और था। ये वॉलपेपर कैसे चेंज हो रहा है? अच्छा, रैंडम है क्या? ओके। पैडिंग का इशू होगा ना ऊपर। वो स्टार स्टार लगा के पता अपन डालते। स्टार, करली ब्रेसेस। हम्म। पैडिंग जीरो, मार्जिन जीरो। हम्म। हम्म। अच्छा, ओके। हेलो अक्षर, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। थैंक यू। थैंक यू। सेम ही है भी इसका भी। सिलेक्ट फ्रॉम, फिर इनर जॉइन का नाम, देन ऑन लेफ्ट जॉइन। सो लेफ्ट जॉइन विल बी सिलेक्ट ए root a b root b from left basket a, left join basket b on root a equals to root b. Yep. So right one will have null, so for that what I have to do is reset null to null. Yep, now I have nulls. Then left outer join. Okay, so it has left inner, left outer, so will be same, but क्या होगा? क्या हुआ क्या मतलब? फैमिली नहीं है क्या आज? अच्छा, आज वो तुम्हारा क्या था, आरजी? हाँ आरपी, सॉरी मैं आरजी बोल दिया। बॉर्डर एरिया सही है, मस्त लग रहा है। हम्म। ओके, सो फुल आउटर जॉइन विल हैव एवरीथिंग, एंड जो चीज़ नहीं रहेगा उसका इट विल डंप नल। किसके लिए? ओपेसिटी डालने? फॉरवर्ड स्लैश उसके आगे 0 to 100 के बीच में डाल दो। दिखाओ कहाँ पे लगा रहे हो। लगाओ। 3 नहीं, टेंस का वैल्यू लगाओ, 10 20 30 ऐसा। 0 to 1 होता है ना। हम्म, अरे कहीं नहीं, यहाँ तो नहीं हो रहा है। अच्छा Hello, Dumpster. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. I'm exploring Postgres SQL for my next project, that is Indeed Clone. So I'm learning it, Postgres one. Oh, nice. Thank you. No, for learning purpose only. For work, I mostly do in one stack, so that include MongoDB. And for that Indeed one, I need like actual relation established. So for that purpose, I'm using like I had option for MySQL and Postgres, but I know MySQL I have worked in past, and I want to try something new, so I'm exploring Postgres. Thank you. Why again I came to inner join? Was that cross join? Let's see what these cross joins give. Hmm. Select star from. This one is an EC2 instance where I have installed Postgres, because in production, in development one, I will use Docker Compose for that. So instead of installing, I just created an EC2 instance and using that. Basket A, cross join, basket B. Okay, so why I did not got basket A. Select. Okay, so I have two queries here actually. Select star from Okay, so I have all the permutations here. Nice. And after that, I have cross join, natural joins. Natural join is a join that creates an implicit join based on the same column name in the join table. In this context, first specify column from the table and table which you want to retrieve data in selected list in the select clause. Second, provide the main table 1 from which you want to retrieve data. Let's specify that. So first specify columns from the tables from which you want to retrieve data in the selected list. The select clause. Second, provide the main table 1 from which the main table we want to retrieve data. Specify the table. Because we'll skip this one. Hmm? Okay, so after this step, it is natural grouping. Having group set is new, cube is new, roll up I actually know. Let me again check. We have this sale table. So describe is not working. What I can do is introduction grouping set. A grouping set is a set of columns which you group using the group by clause. Uh, yes, I have done MySQL. I'm just brushing up my MySQL stuff. Like Postgres and MySQL are bit of the same. Like they use the same syntax. I'm just refreshing it. Like from past 5 or 6 months, I'm just doing MongoDB. So I'm just brushing up. Select brand. Okay. Okay, shit. It has a brand actually. I recently learned it and also I have created a project, but I want to practice MySQL. So which platform do you prefer? You can download MySQL locally and practice, or you can find many different online MySQL compiler. This one, my compiler. I have used this one, my compiler one. I will share the link if you want, or you can directly go here, mycompiler.io, and I guess I'm in online coding platform like HackerRank. So I guess LeetCode also has MySQL stuff. I actually remember the URL, entire URL. So they have for SQL also. Mm, yep, this one. Average selling price. So this. Okay, so I thought yeah, add this. Okay, so we have column name, type, product ID, start date, end date, and price. Product ID, start date, and is a primary key. Combination of column with unique values for this table. Each row of this table indicates the price of the product ID in the period from start to end. For each product ID, there will be no two overlapping period. This means there will be no two intersection period for the same product. And we have unsold product ID purchase. I have seen this example like question in interview question. I guess it is of a greedy algorithm. Yep, this stuff, start date and end date. Hmm. अरे no, I'm just like exploring MySQL questions on LeetCode, so it's harder for me. Yep. So what you can do is I can suggest you this channel from where I learned this one. Code help this one. They have actually this one, and you can follow this lecture. Okay. Yep, this one you can follow the 11th video and lecture 10 of this channel. If you want, I can share, and you can try. I guess they haven't provided any MySQL file for the questions, but you can pause the video and you can try it. I will also do a stream on this one. I will also try to complete this. So I guess I have forgotten MySQL. Not forgotten, but syntax I have forgotten. That I will try. Black. Same, but different. Mm-hmm. And you can do Google search also, or you can search on ChatGPT or Bard, like top 50 MySQL interview questions similar to this. So why it is not coming? Select brand from sales. Select star from segment. Yep. So it will be select brand from sales. Yep. Sales. Select brand from sales. Yep. Select brand group by premium. Next biscuit text. Yep. Mm, Last time you said me to apply on Indeed, then I did, but the responses that I get are all non-IT based. Why? So you applied on non-IT job roles or what? Then how come you got jobs for non-IT? Um, I actually don't know how this happened, but you can try more. Actually, the market is bit low from like past 1 year. Market is like fluctuating, so you should try a lot. Try more actually. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh shit. So for to use group by, I should include that in my select. Yep, I forgot that. We will have a brand and a segment, and we'll do group by segment. Cube. So closure cube is a subclass for group by clause. The cube allows you to generate multiple grouping set. So here we have a cube. Postgres cube is a plus for the group by clause. The cube allows you to generate multiple grouping set. A grouping set is a set of columns to which you want to group. For more information, check. Okay, so we'll have to explore this one cube. I'm a bit tired today, so we'll end the stream in few minutes. So for tomorrow, I will write it down. Cube, and we'll watch this guy video.
They hit the apply button and then they hope they get a call for an interview. If you are serious about building a high paying career, you need to.
Hi everyone, this is GKCS. In this video, we'll talk about the most popular AWS services that you should know as a backend or even front-end engineer. The reason I'm saying this is because if your
Bro, are
organization
you
uses
freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Bro, Google Bard is dumb as hell. This guy is dumb as hell. Oh yes, now Bard is not working. It's-
any cloud solution provider, you'll be able to relate to this video. And if you're thinking of starting up, then this video should be very relevant to you because many of the services that I'm talking about will solve problems that you're looking to take care of on the tech side. So by the end of this video, hopefully you'll not have to reinvent the wheel, and you'll also know how these services work internally by just going through the links in the description.
I
All
hope
the best.
I
Let's start.
receive-
Number
did
20,
not receive
Neptune.
any-
Neptune is a version of Neo4j that is
What I'm saying. I hope they don't strike on my video.
Why?
Let's see. I'm watching a YouTube video of GKCS.
I see.
So let's hope.
managed by AWS, and the benefit of this is, apart from it being open source, you have Neo4j having clear APIs, well-documented APIs. AWS manages the deployment of Neo4j. You can scale easily. You can set up alerts, alarms. You
How
can
does,
monitor performance. You
shadow-
can easily.
How can I make the shadow? इसकी offset कैसे change करूँ? Shadow की offset.
I actually don't know. let
I
let
need
me
to
know.
use,
Google
I don't
search.
want to use arbitrary values actually. That's
Mhm.
why I'm asking you. Using arbitrary values in Tailwind is a pain in the ass. But I can just get away with this because without shadow it is also looking good. With shadow is also. I haven't checked it in PC. Okay, this is how it looks in PC. Okay, and this is how it will look in iPhone second edition. Okay. Need to work with responsiveness a bit.
take care of
Yes,
hardware
so
faults,
which
software
primary?
upgrades are taken care of. Everything which is standard in a cloud solution provider is wrapped around Neo4j and provided to you. The reason I'm putting it at number 20 is because it's probably the least likely thing that you're going to be ending up using unless you have a need for a graph database, unless you have some sort of social network or location-based application. You don't really need to look into it. You just need to be aware that AWS has the solution. Number 19, Cognito. Cognito is AWS's authentication mechanism. Authentication basically means that is this person who they claim to be? So there are many ways to do this. One is single sign-on, SSO. There's OAuth, which is extremely popular. There's JWT-based authentication. This is again very popular. But as an engineer, you probably don't want to get into this. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. You can use AWS Cognito to make sure that authentication happens seamlessly and is entirely managed again by AWS, making sure that the scale and the right security mechanisms are being used. Number 18, Timestream. Timestream is a time series database offered by AWS. I'm not sure exactly what they're using underneath. Is it InfluxDB? Is it OpenTSDB, or is it their own database? Having said that, offers to get into this, there is authentication mechanism. Authentication, you need to look into it. You just need to be aware that AWS has the solution. Number 19, Cognito. Cognito is AWS's authentication mechanism. Authentication basically means that is this person who they claim to be? So there are many ways to do this. One is single sign-on, SSO. There is OAuth, which is extremely popular. There's JWT-based authentication. This is again very popular. But as an engineer, you probably don't want to get into this. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. You can use AWS Cognito to make sure that authentication happens seamlessly and is entirely managed again by AWS, making sure that the scale and the right security mechanisms are being used. Number 18, Timestream. Timestream is a time series database offered by AWS. I'm not sure exactly what they're using underneath. Is it InfluxDB? Is it OpenTSDB? Or is it their own database? Having said that, it doesn't really matter much. You can file queries on this database to slice data across time. Common problems with the time series databases, you need to get aggregated metrics. You need to be able to get the recent metrics quickly. And so Timestream is a wrapper around all of these complexities provided by AWS, along with, of course, all the cloud solution provider benefits that you have. It can auto scale, it has software upgrades, everything. Number 17, OpenSearch. OpenSearch
Okay, so this one is open search. Mm,
is
Bro, what is a big green garden on your GitHub?
Oh, which-
Okay, this one.
Big green garden, bro.
So I used to do regular coding at that time. I used to do code, lead code and code forces regularly. So that garden is my hairs. The hairs I lost while doing coding. Now I
How
live
much?
peacefully, that you can see here. In this one. क्या बोल रहे रन भाई?
I'm just asking कि how much hair do you have left?
What?
How much hair do you have right now? You lost so many hairs while coding,
But
no? That's why I'm asking.
these are very less actually. Like, these are
How
very
much how much hair do you have, and where
less.
I need I need exact location. From which part did you lose your hair? Your head seems to look really natural. So yeah, what was I gonna do? I was gonna add border
a
to our
text search solution provided by
page.
AWS. It
Okay.
uses Elasticsearch.
We
All
need to
databases you need to
add
matter. I'm not sure exactly the right security mechanisms are being
border
used. Number
offset.
18, Timestream. Timestream is a time series database offered. It doesn't really matter. Get aggregated AWS, along with, of course, all the cloud solution provider benefits that you have. It can auto scale. It has software upgrades, everything.
Border.
Number 17, OpenSearch. OpenSearch
Okay.
is a text search solution provided by AWS. It uses Elasticsearch underneath. Elasticsearch, as you know, scales really well. It's got some amazing algorithms to find a substring or a text which probably exists in some other document. So if you're writing any kind of a search engine, it makes sense to have Elasticsearch. If you're also trying to find, let's say, common comments or
Okay, this doesn't seem to work. Not getting my desired. I'm not going there. Border L.
discussions that you want to bring up in your search. Elasticsearch is a good option. AWS makes a wrapper around it, charges a lot of money, but OpenSearch is something that may make sense if you are a search-first application. If not, there are ways to write simple queries and try to index things in a relational database also. But if you have decided to go ahead with Elasticsearch, then OpenSearch is a pretty good option. Number 16, Lambda. Lambda is a way of saying serverless in AWS. Serverless, for those of you who don't know, is basically you have servers which you don't know about. Your code runs on a server. That server is being managed by AWS, which can run that code, and you bring in some compute power instance running requests, and as the number of requests increase, and taking an EC2 instance with reservation. So it's not an on-demand instance. You have a EC2 instance that you have taken for 6 months or 12 months, so you pay accordingly. But the cost of an EC2 instance is much cheaper than Lambda. Having said that, if you're a startup and you want to quickly grow, then Lambda makes sense because you really don't know how.
What are you doing? Are you trying to do something naughty?
Nope.
Wait, what? What did I say?
How much the scale is going to be initially. So Lambda can take care of the scaling problems and also the uncertainty problems while you focus on the business problems.
I have been shouting since 2023 that learn ChatGPT, learn AI tools. Many people followed my
Number 15, Kinesis. Kinesis is something which is very commonly used in medium to even small organizations where data exists. Right? If you have users performing certain actions, those actions can be mapped conceptually into events. So a user clicked on this button, make an event out of it, and send it to a stream. You can think of a conceptual wrapper around it. You can think of a stream of events that are being sent to this place. That is Kinesis. The destination of these events will be some sort of data store. So that is usually a file store system, which is S3, and then you can run analytics on top of these events. So how many users have clicked on this button in the last 7 days and are from India? This is a pretty expensive query. You probably don't want to hit your main database with this. So instead, you have these events that are being streamed into a file store, and then you want to run analytics on top of it. Number 14, Glacier. AWS Glacier is a solution for people who store a lot of data. Sometimes you store data for auditory purposes, making sure that you don't miss anything, but you're never going to read this data. I mean, even if you read the data, having a 24-hour latency is fine. So for example, if you have any compliance issues, the police comes to you and says that I want all financial transactions of this person. So it's okay if you can respond in 12 to 24 hours. Now, this kind of data is not beneficial to the bank. It's just being stored for compliance reasons. It makes sense to store it in cold storage, places which are going to be readily accessed, very cheap hard drives, as long as the data is guaranteed to be durable. And so Glacier is extremely popular when it comes to storing less frequently used data. Another use case is when you have a high quality, high definition video. Let's say you're live streaming a cricket match, and so you're getting 8K footage, but maybe nobody in the world is watching 8K video. Even if you can have the 8K video seen on TV, you don't want to give them the 8K video because it's going to cost a lot when it comes to bandwidth requirements. In these cases, you want the original footage somewhere, just in case. But at the same time, you want transformations in different resolutions and formats of this video being served to users. So the original footage is then stored in Glacier, and the copies are stored in S3 or even kept in a video cache. And so Glacier is a popular solution for storing data that will be less frequently accessed. Number 13, Simple Queue Service. SQS or Simple Queue Service is basically a queue service. If you have worked with message queues, then SQS is probably what you want to go for. It provides functionalities of pushing to a queue and pulling from a queue. Very useful if you want to have a set of publishers and a set of subscribers. If you're going for event-driven architecture, again, the benefit of SQS is serious because it's a reasonably cheap solution and it scales very well. At this point in time, if you're using Apache Kafka to manage your event streaming, SQS may be an alternative that you can go for. Kafka has many features built on top of it and it has certain benefits. I would say the documentation around Kafka is also pretty strong, but as a startup, you don't really need those many features, so you can go for SQS. Number 12, Data Migration Service. DMS or Data Migration Service is surprisingly useful because in the life Number 12, Data Migration Service. DMS or Data Migration Service is surprisingly useful because in the lifecycle of an organization, it's inevitable. You have to migrate your data from one place to another. And this is probably the scariest kind of operation that you can pick up because as an engineer, if you screw this up, not only can you have your customers feel upset because they're not able to access your website, but you can actually lose data, which is terrifying. It's not just losing customer data, which is a problem, but you might put your whole system in an inconsistent state. So managing this is a challenge, and doing this manually is firstly prone to error and secondly very tedious. So DMS is a solution that AWS offers to move data from one place to another seamlessly. And if you're a medium to large organization, it makes a lot of sense for you to just utilize the solution which is given off the shelf. If you're a startup, maybe you will not be able to avail this solution, frankly, because DMS is available for large Aurora instances, and we at Intuity could not use it. But if it ever comes up, it's going to be a very good day. Number 11, DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a very famous solution by AWS, but I don't know how popular it is amongst small companies, so I'm putting it at number 11. The basic idea is it's a database which is a NoSQL database. It can scale enormously well. There are some other benefits also. You can actually have multiple indexes in this database. So one is a partition key, which helps you understand how you're sharding your data, and another is a sort key, which helps you order records in a partition of Amazon. If you don't know these terms, check out the links in the description. Sharding is well explained on this channel, and so is indexing. And so if you need a NoSQL database, it makes sense to just use what AWS already offers you. Cassandra is, let's say, heavily inspired by Amazon DynamoDB, which is fine, right? There's an open source solution out there, and then there's a closed source solution which is built by Amazon. The thing which might worry you a bit is cost. In fact, AWS also asks you proactively to go for a SQL database instead of NoSQL database if you're a startup and even a kind of a mid-sized organization. So that's the reason why this is at number 11. Otherwise, it's an amazing solution for large organizations. Number 10, Elasticache. Elasticache is a super easy to understand solution. It's a very common solution also. You just need a cache. So why would you write your own cache? Just use AWS's cache. It is compatible with Redis. It's compatible with Memcache, two most popular cache implementations out there in the world. And the benefit of this is it's fast, it's scalable, everything standard with a cloud solution provider. Only drawback that I would see is sometimes if you're looking for an in-memory cache and you want very high control or you want your own custom algorithm, maybe you just want to write the cache yourself. That's what we're doing at Interview Ready also, the startup that I'm working in. But if I need a global cache, there was no way that I would deploy my own or go for a third-party solution. I would just use Elasticache. Number 9, Simple Email Service. Simple Email Service has a sister which is called Simple Notification Service. Both of these are extremely similar. They let you connect with customers with endpoints through AWS APIs. And if you're doing any kind of marketing or you're sending an OTP to people through email, SES is probably the cheapest solution you can get. You can host your own solution also. There are open source solutions which do that. But again, the problem that I see with this is that you need your own DevOps, you need your own optimizations. SES is entirely managed, scales really well. We use it for our marketing campaigns, we use it for the OTPs that we send to verify email addresses. And even if you send it like 50,000 emails together, SES is smart enough to scale quickly, but also patches them internally so that your request passes up to SES and then it manages sending those emails. I also mentioned SNS, which is Simple Notification Service. The idea here is very similar. It sends SMSs to people. If you want to send marketing SMSs, then I think you need permission from someplace. But if you're sending transaction SMSs like OTP, it's very easy to do. Number 8, Elastic Load Balancer. ELB or Elastic Load balancer is a very common, popular solution by AWS, heavily tested, is really easy to set up. The basic idea is you need some sort of a load balancer in your system as long as you have more than one server. And so even if you don't have a server and you want to just be sure tomorrow you want to build a cluster of just one and have Elastic Load Balancer pointing to that cluster head, it's usually a good idea because you can scale quickly. The load balancer's basic job is to take incoming requests and decide where to send these requests. Elastic Load Balancer is probably the solution you want to go for. Please do not build your own load balancer. If you're using something like Nginx, then that's great. You can go ahead and continue using it. But if you already have ELB, then most of the problems are already solved here. Number 7, CloudWatch. CloudWatch is a complete solution by AWS when it comes to monitoring and logging. So if you have certain services which are running in AWS, you don't have to set up monitoring by yourself. CloudWatch is already doing that for you automatically. So when you take an EC2 instance, it's not like you have to tell that please track the amount of memory that I'm consuming or please track the number of I operations I'm making. It's amazing. CloudWatch automatically tracks that and logs it. The other thing that you can do is set up alarms in CloudWatch. So if you have a problem, if a server goes down or something, you can get a notification on a channel like Slack and you can just go and quickly restart that instance. The other thing that CloudWatch offers is logging. This is very common for engineers to debug or trace problems. If you're running multiple servers, it makes a lot of sense to have a centralized place which takes all these logs. CloudWatch provides that. But even if you're running a single server, it's very easy to just integrate your log wherever you're persisting logs, that log file, to a CloudWatch stream, and then you can comfortably watch it without having to SSH into a box. You can just go to AWS and look at all the logs in Marketplace. Number 6, API Gateway. API Gateway is a solution that we have already talked about in one of the videos. It is very low between Lambda and EC2. So these are some of the services that AWS provides that you should know as a software engineer. The benefit of these is quite obvious. They are managed entirely. You can focus more on engineering or business problems
Okay.
instead of DevOps.
Yeah.
And
No. I'm talking to my subscribers. But I just checked your LinkedIn. Let me check. And I found amazing thing. What do you found?
What have you found, bro?
What?
What have you found? I'm asking.
No, our birthday is the same date. Oh, okay. Nice. We'll wish each other. We'll do stream on that day.
Alright, so we are done with the UI clone today, so that's it. So we are going to add this
Happy
as
birthday in advance.
finished UI. So we're going to add this Christmas tree. We're going to
Oh,
commit.
okay. It's same for you.
Done. Okay, so we have done 2 commits so far, and this is the final app, which is going to look like this, but we're going to change it very soon. Okay, so thank you whoever joined for this today's stream. I think no one has joined today, so it's okay, no worries.
I'm here on by.
Yep, so I'm going to end the stream right here, and kal se I will be having a new camera. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
मैंने टू डू बनाई एक
Okay, so we'll share this channel. This one. We mostly do streaming together.
अभिषेक मैं नो ऑर्डर बैठ रहा हूँ ठीक है
ठीक है रन भाई. Good night, buddy. Good night. Take care. See you tomorrow. Good night, run by. We will explore this tomorrow only. I'm a bit sleepy now. Thank you everyone for joining. Bye bye. Good night.